A 6th victim was pronounced dead on the scene. A 7th victim walked into an area hospital and is in stable condition. 3 of those victims are juveniles and 3 are adults. We do not know the identity or the age of the victim that was pronounced dead at the scene. The victim who died at the hospital was a juvenile. We have also recovered several firearms at the scene. We do not yet know whether those firearms were involved in this incident.
Juveniles.
Our detectives will work to determine that. And we have multiple people, about 7 people detained for further investigation. We also don't know their involvement at this point in time. The investigation is early. I think that's the very brief facts that we have at this time. At this point, I'll turn it over to Chief Bailey.
Chris Bailey, Chief of Police for the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. I'll just add on a little bit to what she said about our thoughts and prayers for the victims here tonight, their families, and the long road ahead for all of them as we try to uncover exactly what and why this all happened tonight. This kind of violence, whether downtown or any of our neighborhoods, is completely unacceptable and unnecessary. Unnecessary. Thousands of people came downtown tonight, enjoyed the fireworks, and went home.
But not these kids.
Thousands more chose to come down here and all night cause trouble. I was down here until about 12:30 tonight. I worked with my officers, took the runs with them, dealt with the disturbances, dealt with the utter disrespect for our city, for our laws, and for law enforcement. Hundreds
He working himself into a frenzy and it's about to get there.
Supervised kids down here.
We're gonna go back once I
don't know how many times I have to say it.
He ain't playing.
We are not your children's keepers. You are.
What?
And parents and guardians have got to step up. A kid is dead tonight.
Whoa.
And we just don't know the age of the young man down the street, still here, dead. He looks young. It's unacceptable. The police department all night long went from place to place to place, trying to prevent these kind of things. And I gotta be honest, I'm tired of it. You should be tired of it.
He tired.
This is not our job to do this. It is unnecessary. You don't have to act like this. Our officers, half a block away from before this shooting started, dealing with another group of individuals fighting. We made almost, probably, we're still tallying them, about 20 arrests tonight. Recovered guns that I know of before this happened from 2 kids.
2 kids.
One of them was an assault
rifle
guns stuffed in the front of his pants. I'm not sure anymore what it's going to take for some in our community to wake up. I've said it. This is where the kids are. This is where they are on Friday and Saturday nights. If you want to engage them, if you want to help them, you want to prevent some of this violence, this is where they are. Here, they're here. Come down. I invite all of those who think that I'm exaggerating this or that I'm saying just because it's downtown. No, nowhere else in the city is this concentration of people in one small area, less than a half a mile. Come down and see for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it.
Come down and look at these kids. They crazy.
You can see them being dropped off by their parents. 5 or 6 at a time out of a car. You can see them jump out of Ubers and Lyfts. And you can see them jumping off the buses that they ride down, that they miss and then linger around downtown. Heck, look to your left. You're still going to see some people that probably shouldn't be out here right now, lingering. Not going to bars, not going to restaurants, didn't come down here to see the fireworks, shooting fireworks off at our community from the top of parking garages.
Hey, yo. The truth of the matter is he ain't say nothing that's wrong, really. And I'm going to get in depth on all the shit that, hey, man. I'm fixing this. I think we got one more lineup with Max Muncy in there tripping. Yeah, I think this is the last one, gang. And we going to take it back. And we going to break down exactly what we think is going on here. Brent Rooker, you made the cut. Don't matter. However these lineups get twisted around, they get twisted around, right? Alrighty. Let's get to it for real. You know when the shades get on, it's going to be people that ain't going to like what I said. And let's go back to where we get them up here, right?
Unnecessary. I'll just add on a little bit to what
He
she
wanted
said about
he wanted to add on, all right. He
our
was
thoughts
frustrated.
and prayers for the victims here tonight, their families, and the long road ahead for all of them as we try to try to uncover exactly what and why this all happened tonight. This kind of violence,
Somebody
whether
losing their
downtown
life ain't fun and
or any
games.
of our
Let me say that,
neighborhoods,
man. It's not.
is completely unacceptable and unnecessary. Unnecessary. Thousands of people came downtown tonight, enjoyed the fireworks.
Yo, and believe
went
it or
home.
not, I think they're going to start arresting the parents, gang.
Thousands more
They got to.
chose
You
to
got to
come
arrest
down
the
here
parents. Black people going to go
and all
crazy
night
at first, but you ain't got no fucking choice.
cause trouble. I was down here until about 12:30 tonight. I worked with my officers, took the runs with them, dealt with the disturbances, dealt with the utter disrespect for
You
our
can hear
city,
kids in the
for
background
our
talking.
laws, and for law enforcement.
You can hear them.
Hundreds of unsupervised kids down here.
Hundreds.
I don't know how many times I have to say it. We are not your children's keepers. You are.
Yo. I don't know about a whole lot of other communities. I know about the black community. And this is a fucking issue with us, right? Come to the black community. We won't let social media be our children keepers. Let the school babysit them. Let YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Let the streets. Or I'm just going to drop them off downtown, uptown, wherever, cross town with their friends. We always want somebody to stand up and take care of our responsibilities. And then when shit go wrong, we be like, oh, that's the way it is. You can't, there's nothing you could do. The kid's gonna end up being the way they is, yada yada. That's what we always fucking do, man. We gotta be tired of that fucking shit.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
We gotta be furious at that. You gotta wanna have a hand of mark in your child's existence and they upbringing, man.
And parents and guardians have got to step up. A kid is dead tonight. And we just don't know the age of the young man down the street. Still here, dead. He looks young. It's unacceptable. The police department all night long went from place to place to place, trying to prevent these kind of things.
Watching your kids.
And I gotta be honest, I'm tired of it.
Tired.
You should be tired of it.
You should be.
This is not our job to do this. It is unnecessary. You don't have to act like this. Our officers, half a block away from when before this shooting started, dealing with another group of individuals fighting. We made almost, probably, well, we're still tallying them, about 20 arrests tonight.
20 kids arrested.
Recovered guns that I know of before this happened from 2 kids. One of them was an assault rifle stuffed in the front of his pants.
One of them was an assault rifle stuffed in the front of his pants. Who is raising your kid and teaching your kid anything?
I'm not sure anymore what it's going to take for some in our community to wake up.
Wake up.
I've said it. This is where the kids are.
I'm persona non
This is where
grata.
they
I
are.
can't go there. I can't
On
do
Friday
that.
and Saturday nights. If you want to engage them, if you want to help them, you want to prevent some of this violence, this is where they are. Here they're here. Come
Hey,
down.
leaders
I
in the
invite
city,
all of those
people out
who
there
think
to
that
help
I'm
the kids, especially the
exaggerating
average
this,
youth ones. Where the
or
fuck
that
y'all at?
I'm saying just because it's downtown. No, nowhere else in the city is this concentration of people in one small area, less than a half a mile. Come down and see for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. You can see them being dropped off by their parents. 5 or 6 at a time out of a car.
What?
You can see them jump out of Ubers and Lyfts.
Who?
You can see them jumping off the buses that they
That's
ride
what they
down,
doing?
that they miss and then linger around downtown.
Not the
Heck,
young kids.
Look to your left. You're still going to see some people that probably shouldn't be out here right now, lingering.
Look to your left. No
not
respect.
going to bars, not going to restaurants, didn't come down here to see the fireworks, shooting fireworks.
Like, oh, he wants y'all to respect the police. No. I think respect is something that's given, not earned. We can disagree on that, and I can break down to you how I feel, how you feel, whatever. Put it in the chat. You see this on YouTube, Twitch, wherever you see this clip at, you go ahead and put it in the chat, and we can go back and forth on that, right? But what I'm saying is this. Respect for yourself, at least, right? Or you still earning your own respect. From who? Because the police out there furious. At some point, you gotta respect yourself to know when it ain't a joke. It ain't time to play.
Off at our community from the top of parking garages. Unnecessary. Any questions?
Is it going to take other city departments to step up?
No, see, we keep going back to what's the government going to do? What's the city going to do? The
Frustrated
city's
person
invested in this. Millions of dollars the city, taxpayers pay for police overtime to staff this 1 square mile area with, there was a couple hundred cops down here between state police and Capitol Police and IMPD and other police department agencies. Yes, we're going to keep doing our job. The city of Indianapolis, government, the police department is going to continue to do our job. We're not going to solve this. Not just by the police. We made 20 arrests tonight.
Bailey, you're a dad.
Yeah.
What would you say to those parents out there?
I don't understand it. I know
Listen
where
to
my
this.
kids are at all time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's maybe I shouldn't. be that way.
No,
16-year-old
no.
daughter. I cannot imagine letting her roam around down here tonight like she was, like kids were.
I won't call Lil Mama right now. I won't call Deuce. It's weird to some people, but I could say to y'all, when Deuce was 16 years old, she wasn't nowhere where I ain't know where she was at. Where I couldn't get to her, where I couldn't find her. And she'll tell you now that if she was thinking about going outside the lines or getting a little bit out of control, she would be thinking about me popping up and catching her. So when he said that, I echoed that. Now, one time while Deuce was at an event speaking for at-risk youth, in this same city, the same fucking city he talking about, right? A lady's son got killed, and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but she was talking about like being at work and him having a future. And what I was trying to say was like, yo, sometimes the extra hours at work. Say maybe the father not there, but say you working extra hours, right? What are you working the extra hours for? The lady had said, yo, you know I kept my son fly. I kept him in the latest Jordans, make sure he looked good. He had his girlfriends. And I'm like, I don't think my son need to necessarily have the latest Jordans and all the girlfriends. That might not be like, that don't get us nowhere. And if I can't mind you, if I'm busy, like, yeah, these kids need to be planned. Like, you need to plan when you're having a kid. You need to make sure that you got two to help you. We can't let outside raise our kids. We can't let them just do anything with their friends. We can't let them, like, they telling us, like, yo, that frontal lobe ain't even fully developed. They gonna make bad decisions. They gonna make the mistakes. But when it's gonna be time to step up as parents? When it's gonna be time to be like, hey, I ain't gonna let you fall through the cracks. I love you.
Unattended, unsupervised, nothing to do. Some of these individuals that were shot could have been very well not engaged in any kind of disturbance whatsoever.
Because we do that.
But it just caught up in a crossfire.
Harass
Nearly
and attack
down here,
people who ain't got nothing to do with
enjoying
nothing.
ice cream, or maybe they were down here for the fireworks, or wanted to see what's going on in the circle and got caught up in whatever's happening.
Seems to
But
be something
look,
we enjoy
nothing
doing.
good happens after midnight.
I call it
These kids, some of
felony
these
hours.
kids should not have been out here.
It get after midnight.
Period.
I call that
They missed the
felony
bus
hours. Yeah,
going
that's
back.
felony hours.
With some of the stories that we heard, one of our officers prevented two young girls from getting into a stranger's car because they missed the bus to go back home. Wait, you have no ability to call?
Y'all remember that story? It was All-Star Weekend. And me and Medkit was downtown. And two girls ran up on us like, hey, can you guys just give us a ride home? Y'all look cool. And we was asking some people. And I'm like, yo, y'all don't know how to get home. Y'all don't know how y'all get stranded down here. They was like 16 or 15. And they was at a party. Somebody accused them of stealing some wild shit, but they was stranded downtown. They didn't know how to get home. And they was ready to just get in the car with us and go anywhere. So when he said that, I'm like, yo. We got single moms and unruly sons, but how your daughter, like, especially say you a single mom, your daughter, like, you understand the word, you know what this word could fucking offer to a young lady. What the fuck? And if you a father, what? You ain't fathering how you supposed to be fathering. None of that shit don't seem right.
Your parents wouldn't come pick you up if you missed the bus. There is a problem. There is a problem. It's not going to be solved by the police.
Who was going to be solved by?
It's our job.
Gotta be solved
to
by
try to
the
keep
parents.
people safe, and they did it tonight. I watched it with my own eyes.
Criminal justice, you don't want them
of it.
solving your problems, gang.
They did all the work. They ran toward the gunfire down here as they were working another fight. They're all in. They're all in. So when I hear people say, oh, we're just worried about minor things in downtown Indianapolis. No, minor things turn into big things.
And let me tell you something. So of all this stuff going around, this could happen 100 nights in a row. Your young teenager wilding with an assault rifle with guns. But the first night, the police say, all right, we firing on somebody. That's when we going to get Al Sharpton. And all of the community resource groups and the parents. That's the day we going to get them down there. Mark my words.
The amount of guns that I saw tonight on people roaming around here with nothing else to do. We can't do anything about it. Like, unless you're a kid, there's nothing, unless you're doing something with the gun or doing something illegal, we can't go up and ask you what you're doing with the gun. That turns into bad things, especially when there's fights or when there's alcohol or there's weed induced.
I feel like he's just saying that.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix,
something else.
you
Hold
can.
on.
So can you confirm it was one juvenile and then one adult who was dead?
We know for sure that there is one dead kid.
It's somebody, let's remember again, somebody's child died.
The other one, this dead individual, we're still, there's been nothing that occurred to make any kind of positive ID on that. I guarantee you, we're gonna share everything over the next day or so. All the arrests, what they were for. We're gonna give you pictures of the guns that we took from these kids, and we'll share more details about what happened here. And this could have very well happened in any neighborhood, but this is where the kids were. And I've told you this is where the kids were. This is where the kids are. I've told everyone this.
Message tonight to the ones who come downtown, because unfortunately this is the second week
Message.
we've had mass situations here downtown with kids. Message to these kids of
This is not the second weekend. This has been going on for years.
Years. It's gonna hurt, but this gonna trickle down on the parents.
Except now, a lot of these, I want to use my words carefully. A lot of these kids have guns. And we know some of the indicators, right? Backpacks on backwards. Some of them are wearing masks and other things where they can easily disguise themselves because there's cameras everywhere. They did it right under a camera tonight.
And these kids ain't smart. We might have to fix this.
But a 6-year-old.
Let me ask you a question. Speaking for the females, right? Now we putting her under the gun right now. Yo, her Marley. Now we put. She already done got on her crazy out of control wild black people shit.